This the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, broadcasting live on weekends, exclusively on Facebook and the Four Walls Foundation YouTube channel.
Have you watched?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. I'm one of the hosts, Doc Bryce. I'm here with MB, coach, another host, Marcus Bullock, another host, FB, Fred Petit. What's going on, fellas? How you doing? Let's start with MB, man. What's going well, bro?
Oh, it's good, man. We're in the grind of the season. Had a couple good wins in a row. We are, have a big week coming up here. Have our showcase coming up next weekend, so doing a lot of work.
Oh, snap. Wow. I forgot about that. Wow.
Doing a lot of work for that right now.
Okay.
But yeah, everything's going well, and we just keep plugging away.
All right. Yo, is this the week, because we got a big week too. Is this big week big week part of the season, the end of the last week of January?
Yeah, I mean the mid to end January is pretty much like the grind of the season. So it's kind of teams are kind of solidifying themselves,
right?
Their division wise. So this is a big part of the year,
right? Oh, and listen, shout out to Coach Bird. You know what I'm saying? This would be one of his things where it's saying all the kinks are out now. Everybody should be ready to rock and roll.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll speak for FBN CB that they have some injuries right now, so they're not where they'd want to be, just player wise.
Sure. So
it's tough when that happens, and now you're trying to see what you really have, and when are the guys coming back? Are guys coming back? So it's a find out kind of time of the year too.
Yeah, that's when y'all got to get in y'all bag, though. You know what I'm saying? Come up with some creative. Buying time, right? You know what I'm saying? FB, what's good, man? How you doing, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm good. Same as Mark. Got another big week coming up. We're playing in their showcase, so I'm looking forward to that. So
Okay. All right, and who you playing in the showcase?
Toms River North.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Hey, listen, man. Been a busy week for me. Very busy. Actually, it's been like a busy month. I don't know. It's been a busy year. You could say that, right?
Yeah,
it's been a year. Because it just started, right? You know what I mean? It's been a little busy, but starting to get into the flow of things, man. So kind of moving forward a little bit. There's a bug going around, though.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's like I talk to people in North Carolina. They say people in New York. They say it's like it travels. I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like
it makes me feel a little better. That's not just here.
No, it's all over.
Yeah.
It's all over, yo. But anyway, listen. Let's get into it, man. NBA, man, the Sixers. You know what? I'm close to making an apology a little bit. I'm close to it because they're starting to play a little bit.
Yeah.
They're starting to play a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The last night they won in Chicago, I didn't think they was going to win that game, to be honest with you.
After the night before, I agree.
Right. After the night before, I'm like, okay, they got lucky. Yeah. And then you got Paulina George. You know what I'm saying? He scored 30, but then he
hurt his pinky, right?
Yeah, it reminded me of the pinky toe. You know what I'm saying? Shot me in my pinky toe. You know what I'm saying? But so he got hurt a little bit with the pinky and stuff like that. But, I guess he's playing better, but he's still, I still think we got a lemon, though. I don't know why I feel like that.
I don't disagree, but I think it's tough to even grade him because he wasn't meant to be what he has to be right now because Embiid's supposed to be playing. Right. I think we've talked about before when you take Embiid out of the lineup, I think even when you take a guy like Caleb Martin out of the lineup and around him, he's got to do more. Like Paul George, I don't think he even came here to be the primary defender. Right. So now he's got to be the primary defender. He's got to be your second leading scorer.
Right.
So I don't think that's what the original plan was. So I think it's tough to. He's definitely not that anymore where he is in his career. But I think if Embiid's healthy or even if Embiid's playing, I think it takes a lot of pressure off of him.
Right. What's your thoughts, FB? I'll just say this though, and I want you to comment on this. So I agree with you that it wasn't necessarily his role when we first brought him in, right? But at the same time, you're paying him that kind of money for him to be able to track and adjust and be flexible. So is it that he can't meet those expectations, or is it a Nick Nurse thing? But I just want to give you, what's your take on the Sixers? And they've been playing better. Is it 3 in a row for them, or is it just 2 in a row?
It's just 2, isn't it? Who did they play before Cleveland? I checked. I haven't,
Right, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I've been a little checked out myself. So it might have been, I thought that might have been 3 in a row, but I could be wrong. But anyway, what's your thoughts about the Sixers?
I just think like Paul George is not that caliber player anymore. So then to expect him to put up crazy numbers like that, it's just not
realistic.
It's not realistic. It's tough when Joel Embiid only plays 13 games at this point in the season. How well do you expect the team to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? And I'll admit the Joel Embiid injury constantly is starting to get to me. And shout out MT, Madison, Tyree, and also Jessica Holster. Those are my quote unquote Sixer ticket girls. You know what I'm saying? And the Blue Coats. We're actually going to see the Blue Coats on February 2nd.
Okay,
that's a little team bonding and camaraderie type of thing. But MT, she's really good at her sales. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Have you ever guys been sold to? Like people try to sell you?
For sure.
What are you thinking? Are you saying like, okay, let me hear you? Or are you like, yo, my man, listen, if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it.
Right.
Don't sell me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when people start selling me stuff, it's like, all right, how long do I let them go before I say no?
Right. So MT, she's doing a great job. I'm saying, I say, MT, listen, they're garbage right now. I'm not making no decisions on next year, whatever. And she's like, oh, yeah, and she had a great rebuttal. And I was like, you know what, MT? Yo, that was a great rebuttal. And you're very good at what you're doing. But I promise you, I'm not buying nothing until I'm ready, yo.
When I'm ready to buy something, I'm
going to buy it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So they're 2 in a row. Before that, they had lost 7 in a row.
Oh, they lost 7 in a row. Okay.
And the game before Cleveland, they got beat by 40.
Wow. Damn.
By the Nuggets.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. So listen, but they're starting to maybe turn around a little bit. So, I do think that, I don't know. Listen, I can't call Brick Gordon no more.
That's the truth.
Because he's been balling. You know what I'm saying? Who else has been balling? Maxi's always being Maxi or whatever. I don't like, he's got a lot of high shot volume, volume shots, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he has to, though. He has to. I didn't realize that Caleb Martin was out. I didn't realize
he's been out for a while now.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah. So what do you do when you hit this injury bug like that? What happens there?
Coach Fred, what do you do?
What do you do?
I mean, you just focus on the details, get those guys playing hard. It's tough for those guys. They're playing every other night, and they don't get a lot of time to practice. So it's tough. And the NBA is tough when your top guys go down. It's hard.
It's a problem. Quick question, and then I want to move on to another topic with Jimmy Butler. We got to talk about Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? He might need some therapy, but we'll go there. But so you have the injury bug. At some point, I'm sure you've had it. You know what I'm saying? But you still have the belief that you can win, right? Do you think Nick Nurse goes into every game believing that they can win when it happens in the NBA level?
See, I think the NBA is different. I think they almost plan losses, almost, kind of, if that makes sense.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I can see that, yeah.
Like, not plan losses, but like, all right, if this one gets out of hand, if we're not up early, like we're gonna pack it in. This will be.
Okay.
Well, Doc Rivers even said it. I think he said this is a scheduled loss. Like if you're not up early, if you get down 10, you're just gonna, all right, this will be a rest day for our guys. Like
okay.
So I think that's how the NBA, because like Fred was talking about, like how much of they play and how often they play.
Yeah.
I think at some point, like, all right, we'll come out here and let's see what it is, and if it's not that, like.
Right.
We'll start playing, the Bronnies and the people like that.
Yeah. Exactly. Bronny's a rabbit hole here, man.
Yeah.
Yo, what is going? Anyway, we have to touch on Bronny.
There's only one person here surprised about what's happening.
Yo, come on. You didn't think
documented that we tried to tell you.
You did. But you didn't think that he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, snap. He was like, oh, here come Bronny. Came off the screen. This next shot that 3. You see the way it hit off that backboard?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the lights are too bright.
And then, which one did I send you? I sent y'all that one, or I sent you the one where he was going up for a layup, and I don't know what happened. Like, it's like he had a cramp or something.
Yeah, well,
Kevin Durant.
Oh, he blocked him.
Came out and said, listen, this
ain't happening.
This ain't the G League.
Yo, I don't even know how he's been doing in the G League either.
He's been putting up numbers.
Yeah.
He had 31 the other night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got to get used to it. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
But, when your dad wants you to travel and go to all the games and you're not going to away games with the G League, it's hard.
It's hard to
Exactly.
It's breaking your flow.
So because you see him in these games now, and of course there are other people in the G League that's on that team that are better than Bronny, but they're not calling them up. Don't you think that
he's a breakthrough for you?
That's what I'm saying. Don't you think that he's going to be in the playoffs? Don't you think he's going to be on the playoff roster? You still don't
I said he'd be on the playoffs.
Okay.
You said he was going to be an impact in the playoffs, didn't you?
Oh,
Yeah, you had him as a rotational guy.
Oh, he's a rotation.
No.
He's going to be rotational.
He'll definitely be on the roster. But
Okay.
he's not going to be.
You think there's been no minutes if they need like a little defensive stop or they need like a shooter to hit a three?
I'm tired of the Lakers.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Lakers. I'm tired of the show around it. I'm tired of them complaining every year about not having enough help. Every year LeBron complains about.
Yeah. He's got AD doing it now too.
Yeah, it's just every year you're going to do this?
Yeah. He says, what did AD say? He said, yo, I feel like, all we need is a big. You know what I'm saying?
Because he don't want to play.
He don't want to play center, right? You know what I'm saying? He says that when we won the title, I was the 4, and they had JaVale McGee and Howard. Like, yo, who's better? Yeah, I don't know, but
I'm just tired of all the sports shows for the last 10 years have been, how can we get LeBron enough help to win another championship?
Right.
I mean, we are witnessing greatness, though. We have to admit that,
For
right?
sure.
Okay, so I mean, I think that's what.
No, yeah, fair enough. We're also witnessing they baby him.
They do baby him a little bit. Okay, so is he the new Jordan?
No, because
You don't think Jordan was ever baby?
because we weren't talking for years. Like, how can we get Michael Jordan some more help?
Right. Mike
were just
got
winning.
busy. Yeah. I had an interesting conversation with my uncles, and shout out to my uncles and my brother. They were talking about Isaiah. Isaiah be talking. He always talk, right? And they were talking about how it was lack of sportsmanship for him to walk off. And then, you know what I'm saying? But Isaiah was like, yo, Boston did it to us, so we did it, we passing the torch or whatever, right? But they're saying that Isaiah is probably the only one that can talk junk to Mike because he kicked his ass. That's what they say. I don't know. I mean, I thought about it. I was like, yo, you know what? They are the last people to beat Mike, though.
Yeah, 1990.
I know it was a minute though, right?
But then
Mike beat them, right? So it's the pecking order, right? So now it was their turn, but he can literally say that, yo, we beat him up, we made him better.
Oh yeah, all right. And then
You know what I'm saying?
And then he won 6 championships.
And then he won 6 championships, right? So
I don't think there's anybody in history of the game that can talk trash to Mike.
I agree.
I don't think so either, because he was the only one that I could say, besides maybe Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell, maybe some other ones, that was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like LeBron could be stopped. I think he could be contained. There was nothing you could do with Michael Jordan. I mean, contrary to my man, I don't know if you ever see the dude when it's like, oh, he's garbage. We done with the 80s. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So he always point out Mike flaws.
So you can do that to any player.
That's true.
You can find out one clip about anybody.
and then go in on it, right?
In 20 years, somebody's going to do the same thing to LeBron.
Right, that's true. But they're actually going to be justified. They're probably going to get a little more work, though. Because LeBron did struggle early on, man. Like, he was scared to do the free throws and all that stuff. So
that's true.
You know what I mean? But listen, Jimmy Butler, man. How do you feel about what's going on with him and Riley? And, it's kind of similar to what's going on with Nurkic?
Nurkic.
Yeah, what do you think happens when the relationship with the coach or the organization breaks down? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that breaks down. If I have relationships that break down in my job, I can't act that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But how come they're able to?
Because they are, like, with your job, they don't have the opportunity to trade you.
Okay.
You're just gonna get fired.
Bottom line.
Right?
Okay.
Like, it's either like you do this or you just don't have a job.
Right.
Whereas the NBA or NFL or okay, we'll just trade him. Like, he's good enough to be a player in this league, so he's gonna be in this league.
Right.
He's under contract with our organization, but he's really under contract with the league.
Right.
Right. So he's going to have that. If we trade him, he still has that same contract. So it's not like we have to keep him.
Gotcha.
So I think, but I don't understand when this kind of stuff happens. Why don't teams just trade him? Like, why isn't Miami just like, all right, stay here, we're going to get rid of you? Like, what is Miami getting out of this right now?
I think that it's like a bargaining tool, though, right? Like, because now if a player comes out and says, I want to be traded, and Miami says, okay, we'll trade you. Well, the hustler in me is like, yo, listen, I'll give you 2 draft picks for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my bargaining power, I feel like it increases.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So Miami got to be like, nah, we ain't doing it.
No, I get that part. I 100% agree with that. But I mean, I'm saying, well, now I guess I don't know. Is Miami out there actually trying to find a good deal for him? And if somebody's coming with a bad deal, like, no, that's not it. That's not it. But like, or are they just like, no, we're not trading him, and now we're just sitting on this guy like.
I don't know.
Or they're just trying to make the more time goes on, the worse Jimmy's going to make himself look, which could deter some teams from wanting to reach out. Because if he's coming out and talking bad about the organization and it just brings a distraction, I think that can make some teams be like, do we want to bring this guy in to our team who could be competitive? He's already had some issues at other places. Right. So I think that could be another strategy that the Heat are doing.
It's like let him hang himself, like the paper trail, you know what I'm saying? Once that first write-up starts coming, you already know you on the clock, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I hope it works out, though. What do you think about Jimmy coming to the Sixers? Can you see that happening?
No. To me, he's a fraud because every other place he was tough. Right? Okay. You're tough in Minnesota. You're tough in Philly. Mm-hmm. Now you go to a place where the owner's tough. The coach is tough. Now I don't like the way they're talking to me.
Oh, he was tough in Miami. You don't think he was tough in Miami?
But the issue now is I don't like the way they're talking to me, or I don't like the way I'm being treated. When in practice, when you're with the Timberwolves, I want to go with the reserves and we'll go kick everybody's ass. Right. And with the Sixers, I'm going at Brett Brown. But now when somebody's calling me to the carpet.
That's true. That's
I don't like it.
Yeah. But was it a disrespect though? Like that was a disrespect. Like Doc he said, what did he say? What did he say to Ben that made him say like, I don't know if he's the point guard or something like that, right? Yeah. So that could be subjective, right? But Pat Riley said straight up like, well, Jimmy needs to shut his mouth and get healthy and get on the floor. If he wants to talk about, because remember Jimmy, that's what it started, right? Yeah. He said, yo, if I was there, we could have won. Why couldn't Pat just let that ride?
He probably could have, but at the same time, like it's why can you talk and nobody else can talk?
And Pat Riley I'm Pat Riley. Like I've won everywhere. I won with the Lakers. We've done this before you. And Jimmy, you're not even in the top 8 of my best players I've ever had over time. I'm not letting you come out and talk.
So him saying that if I'm there, we would have won. That's disrespecting the rest of your team,
right?
Is that how you? Oh wow!
If I'm the GM or if I'm the owner, like so we're not good enough without you. Oh, okay, but how you can't even play? So shut your mouth.
So it was the language. So what if he had said, if I play, it's a different ball game? And we'll have a better chance.
When you're not playing, nobody wants to hear if I play.
You can't say that. Just shut your mouth.
Nobody wants to hear if I play. Just get healthy.
Then play.
I didn't realize that. So you think he took that as a disrespect?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
And it's the way he said it. It wasn't like it was like. It was disrespectful to every it's just about me. Like he disrespected the other teams. He disrespected the Heat. It's just about me. Like
I got you.
Man, shut up and play. You're always hurt. Yeah. You're always hurt.
Yeah. I think Miami. I don't know, and I don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying, because I'm all into everybody's culture and believing in everything. But I think sometimes going to Miami that could change you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think he's changed a little bit. You're saying the Heat or the town, the environment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Dwayne Wade change a little bit. I've seen, Jimmy change a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I like Jimmy though.
I would like to find out. Yeah. It changes me. I'll go to Miami.
Went to Miami. Miami could change you.
Yes, it can. No, it can. Miami could change. It really can. It really can. It really can. It really can. No, yes, it can. So, last real quick before we move on. What do you think about Vince Carter retiring with the Nets?
When I read the text, I was shocked. Because I was like, man, the Raptors retired his jersey already. Why are we just talking about it now? I didn't realize the Nets retired him too.
Yeah,
I want 100% get him his jersey being retired with the Raptors.
Yes,
right, because he was able to elevate that franchise.
Yes,
but with the Nets,
I mean, see, I would like to ask you guys, do you guys remember that era? But you guys probably weren't a fan of them, were you?
And I remember the era.
Okay, you wasn't a fan. Yeah. I remember the era, and they were pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why he did it, because they said it was one of the best eras in the franchise. And I guess it was.
Yeah.
What did they do?
They just had some playoff success, and they. But
Jason Kidd they went to the finals back-to-back years.
And without him, right? But then
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right? So I think they went back to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think. But they were tough though. They were pretty tough. They had who they had? They had Kristich. Remember the Nad or Kristich? You remember the lefty center? You from? Yeah, they played in Jersey, bro. Kristich, yeah. He's a center.
Yeah, they played 2 hours away. The Sixers like 15 minutes away.
Close to the Wizards.
Right. Kristich, they had Jefferson. Yeah. That was that big three: Jefferson, Carter, and Kidd. They were decent.
Yeah, they were solid.
They were decent. And a lot of his moments, dare I say,
he was only there for 5 years.
5 years, yeah. 5 years. I mean, it's almost like Moses Malone. But they won a title, so I could see that with them. You know what I'm saying? With the Sixers. But I will say that some of the best highlights from Vince Carter, to me, come from his Nets days. I will say that. Especially that dunk with Mourning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But shout out to him. Listen, to have your jersey retired.
Oh, yeah. Two
places. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now, if you get retired in Atlanta or Dallas, something's up. Like you come into some money or something.
They're gonna retire him in Sacramento.
Oh, come on. But anyway, listen, that's it for the NBA. The Warriors are struggling though a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's supposed to happen. OKC is definitely still balling. And, hopefully our Sixers can get it together, man. They got some tough games coming up this week, though.
Yes, they
know
do.
what I'm saying? They got the LA on Tuesday. I'm going to the game on Wednesday. Actually, I'm going and having a fan experience too, bro.
What does that mean?
That means I'm going to be sitting courtside.
Nice.
Before the game.
Gotcha.
Not during the game. I'm going to watch the players warm up.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say, though, the tickets are starting to get cheap, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about like, damn, your sales girl's good, man. You got your courtside.
Before the game. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, though. The ticket sales are going down. I could have sat courtside, row one, watching LeBron, 2 tickets for like $400. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, let's move on.
Let's get into this NFL real quick here. AFC, NFC championship games. We'll start the AFC, go through that one quickly. Mm-hmm. Chiefs, Bills in Kansas City. Who we like?
Patrick Mahomes. I just feel like the Chiefs have just figured out. They're like the dynasty teams. At some point, they just figure out how to win games. So whatever type of game it's going to be, defensive, like a defensive brawl, a shootout, however, they just figured out how to do it. And I just think they'll, especially at home, I think they'll figure out how to do it.
I don't like teams that win so much. So I got to go with, and the Bills, like, I just saw something on 30 for 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did a 30 for 30 on the pain of them losing after having be there. You know what I'm saying? So I like Josh Allen. I'm going to go with them. And plus, they're from New York.
That's what I was.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with my New York team.
That's what I'm saying it was going to be.
My New York team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think if Buffalo is going to win this game, I think they have to win by 2 scores, which I don't know if they can do. Because I think if it's a close game, the Chiefs are going to win the game. I just, like Fred said, they just know how to win.
They know how to win.
They figure it out.
Yep.
You can say the refs are on their side. Whatever the case may be, they figure out how to win games. Yeah. So I think Buffalo is going to have to blow them out in order to win this game. And I don't know if I
see that. Now, I actually see it being like a field goal.
See, that's why I think that's Kansas City.
Field goal. But then you know what? See you know what? If they do win by a field goal, I hate to say it, they're going to win the Super Bowl. Because it's always been a field goal that has messed them up, right? Hasn't it always been?
Yeah, I mean, I think the winner of this game wins the Super Bowl anyway.
Is that out of like Like real like insight, or is that more because just the Dallas in you?
Just gut feeling.
Okay, gut feeling. Okay.
And I hate the Eagles. So.
Okay, there. So there's a combination. You know what I'm saying? I think Josh Allen can get it done. I think it's just their time, man. I do think that if they win by this field goal, that means they've kind of reversed the curse type thing, and then they'll be okay.
I don't know. Sometimes in these games when you're playing against a team that you haven't beat, sometimes you get too up for it.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
And you keep thinking like, all right, this is our moment. This is our moment. And then when things
get pressure,
a play goes left. All right, here we go again. Yeah. So I can see that happening with them.
It's gonna be a good game though. You know what I'm saying? Good game. Cold game. It should be a cold game too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see though. But that ain't the game that we really want to see.
Yes, NFC Championship. We got 3:00 Eagles.
Let's go.
Commanders.
Let's go. I'm nervous though.
I am too. What are we thinking here?
I'm gonna go with. Of course, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. But I am a little nervous though because I don't like playing teams that are hot. I just, I don't like playing teams that are hot, and they have a lot of momentum going in. And I think Philly. I feel like we've been winning, but we've been winning not by mistake, but we've been winning with not just. I feel like we're still not all the way there.
You guys have been like backing in the wins,
but I feel like that's how they've won all season.
That's what I'm saying.
And what I mean by that though is they're not going to. They don't blow teams out.
Yeah,
they really don't. And so I don't think all those wins, like the way they're winning now, is the way they've won all season. Like I don't think it's
fair point.
I don't think it's they should have blown. Nah, that's not what they do.
Yeah. I will say this. I do feel very confident about it just because of how they won last week. Sometimes you can have like a pinnacle moment in a season, and it's like, yo, you know what? This was a game changer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure your teams have it like, you know what? This game here is when we finally turn the page. And winning the Snow Bowl, I mean, that's tough, man. That's tough. You got people sliding out there, whatever. I mean, even the fans, shout out to the fans, shout out to Fresh and his crew or whatever. They out there in, hoodied up in the snow. Like, I don't love them. Like, I don't love no team like that. Right. I'm not doing it, but they do. So you got to root for them like that, man. So let's go Eagles, man. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm going to shout it out like the mayor of Philly did. EGLES, Eagles.
You can't spell it wrong.
Yeah, nah. And not be the mayor. No, that can't happen. You know what I mean? So.
I think it's going to be a good game. I think the Eagles pull it out. I think it's just, and I felt this about like a couple of teams coming up recently. I think it's just not, it's too soon for Washington. Okay. I don't think they're supposed to be there yet. I think it
still got to get some.
It's like the Lions last year. I think it was too soon for them. And, so I think the Eagles are the better team.
Now, you guys gonna be locked in during the game? Or you guys got games and practices or what?
No, I'll be locked in.
Okay.
I won't be. I'll be watching. I'll be following. I won't be locked in.
Okay.
Because I don't really get locked in.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna keep doing what I do.
Okay.
Really?
I don't think I've watched an Eagles game from beginning to end of the season.
So there's a point of the game that you do get locked in, though, or no?
It depends on like what I'm doing. Like if I'm home and like I'm not, and like I look on my phone and it's the fourth quarter and it's I'm locking in. But like I'm not basing my day around the Eagles game.
Damn. Oh,
I've never done.
I thought something totally different.
But you're like that with everything, though.
Every sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. So you're not like, okay, the Eagles game come on 3:00. So you know what? Everything else gotta.
No.
I got a plan.
Like I got people who want to train. I'm like, yeah, I can train at 3. I'll be done by 4.
Oh wow! Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'll just follow with my phone.
Yeah, I wish I could be like that.
Yeah. I like to lock in.
Me when the Cowboys are on, I'm like,
you lock in. Yeah.
From 12:30,
you're blocking out time, right?
12:30, 4:30, don't talk.
Oh wow!
So I'll just, I'll follow my phone, and then if something.
So at some point you're gonna sit down and watch it.
Like say and listen, people know if we happen to be training and it's the fourth quarter, 2 minutes left, we're all gonna stop and watch it on my phone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I got you.
Cool.
I got you.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to get it done.
I got you.
Quick, a couple other topics. Shador not participating in the combine. Thoughts?
I mean, the top prospects, it's nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. What about him? Do you feel like he can be coached by somebody else other than his father?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. That
He doesn't. They don't.
knock is out there though. That's the sad. I don't know why they're doing that, but that's knock is out there a little bit.
It's never come off like daddy ball to me for them. Like he's good.
Yeah.
he's good.
He's tough.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
no.
And I guess the Aaron Glenn is now the Jets coach after a poor performance with the Detroit Lions.
Just talking about that. Right?
No. I'm pointing to you because you're a resident New Yorker.
That's your new coach.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm that happy about it. I mean, he used to play for the Jets or whatever, so I do like a former alumni or whatever. But I would have went back with Rex Ryan though. I actually would have went back with him. You know what I'm saying?
He interviewed?
Yeah,
He did.
yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. So I would have went back with him, but whatever. But that brings up that point of just the fact that he was with Detroit, right?
Yeah.
He was the defensive coordinator, right? What was the score? They got
45.
Okay. And we were talking last week about how I just don't like it because you're not locked in. And that's a clear example. He was not locked in. That's obvious. Now we know why Detroit lost.
That's why I'm happy Dallas hired Schottenheimer, because that takes Kellen Moore out of the running for that job so he can kind of focus back in.
Okay.
What a terrible move.
What a terrible hire. But
Really?
that's another story for another day.
Okay, we'll talk about it. But he comes from
You're the Dallas Cowboys.
Schottenheimer's name is a big name in
It's not Marty.
no,
Right.
but that's the son of
But your influx.
Do you want LeBron James or do you want the son of LeBron?
You want Bronny? Okay.
I'm saying their influx. 2 teams in your division are playing in the NFC Championship game this week, and you have a chance to make a big splash hire, kind of get your base excited, and you hire the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I mean,
for a team that struggled offensively this year.
I don't know. Listen.
Control. Jerry Jones control. That's all it is.
That's all it is. But congratulations.
I would have loved to see
Dion.
Kellen Moore.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't really
okay.
We don't.
But now you can focus though, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
hopefully.
Yeah.
Saints job's still out there though.
Hopefully he's pissed off, and Jalen Hurts throws a bunch of picks. And
Jalen Hurts shouldn't have enough opportunity to throw a bunch of picks.
Damn right.
Step back.
I hate the Giants. I hate the Giants. Can we talk about how the Giants
Just
GM
talk
still has
about
the
that
job?
real quick, and I'm gonna land this plane. Yo, listen. I didn't know. Why is it all coming out now? Pause. But I mean, why is it all? I haven't seen that many videos of this GM talking.
Oh, so I watched Hard Knocks when it was happening.
Oh, you were okay. So you saw it in live, while I was here. So the videos out there are ridiculous now. Like it's constant, and I'm like, how does he still get to keep his job? How?
I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. I don't.
And I'm trying to understand the rationale. He was like, yo, listen, you got a $40 million guy out there. You're paying him $40 million. So you want him handed off to a $12 million running back? Just boost up your offensive line, and you don't need no running back. That's pretty much what he was saying.
Exactly what he said. I don't understand it. I don't. There's nothing in my mind that makes me like, oh, okay, well, this must be what they're thinking. Like I don't have any rationale to it.
I think what hurts me a little bit, and we could talk about it another day, you know what I'm saying, is if he was a different demographic, does he keep his job? And maybe that's something that can't be answered. Maybe that's something just to ponder and think about. But I'm looking at the fact that the comfortability in how he's talking and speaking, and I even saw when he called him. They called him on the phone, like, hey, Saquon, how you doing? How you doing? Jersey, blah, blah, this and that. Yo, listen, go out there and get your value, man. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, you know what I mean? But can you promise that you're going to swing right back? Let me get a chance. My gosh. And he's just so comfortable doing this thing, and now he gets to keep his job?
Yeah, I agree.
That sucks, man. That's terrible. So now you lost the $12 million guy and the $40 million guy. And you pay, you still have to pay Jones, though, right?
Yeah.
You're not paying Saquon.
So you're paying Jones something.
You're paying him something, but you're not paying Saquon nothing. Right. Okay, so now you have nothing. And you don't even have the number 1 pick. You suck. You suck. Anyway, listen, final thoughts real quick, man. MB?
No, looking forward to the game. Hopefully we have a Super Bowl to talk about for the Eagles, next week.
No doubt. FB.
We'll have a Super Bowl to talk about next week. Hopefully, we're talking about the Commanders and somebody else.
You really have this disdain, man. Yo, I mean,
I told you guys a couple weeks ago. I saw it panning out. The Eagles are probably going to win today.
Okay.
I saw it panning out a couple weeks ago.
So you got the Eagles winning the title, don't you? You see it?
No, he said the AFC.
Oh, he did say, but he
you
did
got
say.
it. But yeah.
I see it too, man.
Yeah, I can't even like get the words out.
I know it's tough, but now, do we have another holiday? I mean, that's another question that we asked for next week.
Is there a holiday if the Eagles win?
If the Eagles win and they go to the Super Bowl and they win, do we take off of work?
The people at my job are already taking off. They're already putting in personal days for days after the Super Bowl and when they think the parade's going to be. So,
will you take off?
No.
I won't. I'll be in.
I won't either. But at the same time, we're live, so I'm not going to tell you about I ain't going to tell you whether I've ever died. But anyway, listen, another great show. A quick one, pause. But we had to, we got it in. You know what I mean? And yeah, got it in. There was a lot of pauses. Yeah. Yo, listen, I ain't the only one that do this pause thing, man. I was walking past the team and I say, come on, y'all gotta make sure y'all come, man. Y'all gotta make sure y'all come. He was like, whoa, Coach Bryce, whoa.
That's crazy.
I do pause in class, so.
That's great. I be pausing little kids. They don't even know. They're like, they'll be like, stop moving.
Like Simon says. Anyway, listen, for Doc Bryce, Coach Marcus Bullock, MB, Coach Fred Petit, FB, we are the Let's Get It Show. Also CB, Coach Bird, we are Let's Get It Show. We'll see you next week. Please enjoy your week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Let's go Birds, man. Let's. I can't even say I'm saying it like let's go Birds. Like I'm a.
Let's go Birds.
Yeah, but let's go Birds. It's all good.
Jaden Daniels, bring it home, baby.